in profound ways, CD102.5, formerly known as CD101, 25 years ago when it started, I was playing bass in a band called Royal Crescent Mob, and we had a really loyal and passionate fan named Andy Man, and I think that's when I first met him, was at a Royal Crescent Mob show. And then I left that band in '94, started my own band called Fallon, which was a real leap of faith for me at the time, because I had been a bass player for 10 years in this band, making albums, and started from scratch. And Andy Man was a early and enthusiastic supporter. And the difference between having a supporter in name only, or a supporter who's actually working at a radio station that is supportive of the community and the music scene, is night and day. Because when Royal Crescent Mob came along earlier, we had plenty of supporters, but we didn't have any supporters in radio. In fact, there weren't any real supporters of the local music scene in Columbus back then. So the difference is really profound. And personally, the story of my own songs and my relationship with Andy Man, and Andy Man's relationship with Hal and Maggie are kind of intertwined, because we recorded our first set of demos that year, '94, and I know by October I'd handed off some of these demos to Andy Man, and he was so excited about some of these tracks that he actually wanted to put some of them, just put them right on the air. And we had to actually kind of hold him back, believe it or not. But he handed off one tape, I know, to a guy in Chicago who worked for Elektra, major label. And then that guy, he also had an indie label that he did at the time. That guy handed it off to a guy at Columbia. So in the span of about 6 months, from October '94 to somewhere around April or May '95, we started actually recording the first record, taking the demos and making the actual album on our own. And I got fired from this job I had. It was in sort of, kind of, not total panic, but kind of worried. And then one day I got a call from Columbia Records. I really did get that call. Hello, this is so-and-so from Columbia Records. We heard your demo, we're crazy about it, we want to sign you. I mean, it really happened, And without that kind of support, community support, it's like the difference between your little sister's band having people show up and clapping and loving and adoring the band and loving the music, and actually having real support from the community. And radio and the airwaves, it belongs to the community. It belongs to the people, ideally. It's like democracy. You shouldn't have a handful of people in a remote office somewhere thousands of miles away making decisions for your community. And that goes for the radio, it goes for your government, it goes for all of that. When you have a radio station that's invested in the community, invested in the music scene, that's something worth investing in. And so from the very beginning, I felt a real love and a sense of support and hope when I think of CD102.5. It's it's the radio station that's not a public station. It's a commercial radio station, but it's invested in the community, and the community is invested in it. There hasn't been a station here that has been as supportive of the music scene as this radio station has been, and I want to see another 25 years and beyond, because it's really made a profound difference in the music scene in Columbus. Invest in CD102.5. You can do that however you like.